Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to go ahead and apologize for the first part there. I do apologize for it being, not having commentary. I had an audio problem to where it stopped recording. It messed up the recording. So I am doing it now. Doing quite well, actually. I figured I would explain that in a separate video, but I'll kind of explain to you that, and then pretty much my final thoughts on the game. But yeah, so we're going through Casino, the Casino Night Zone. One thing I did want to mention was I do need to explain, a couple of things. One of them being basically what I was going to say on the other video. You didn't miss much. I didn't really say too much other than that it's my first time playing through Sonic 2. Stuff like that. And also that it was, I'm trying to think of how I want to put it. Well, I was explaining kind of how I just wasn't really any pro. I've never beat Sonic 2 before, so that's one thing that I did want to note, and that I'm playing it for the first time, beating it for the first time, I guess I should say. But yeah, that's really all you missed, and that I wasn't going to go for Chaos Emeralds and all that. I do know to get the true ending, you got to get all the Chaos Emeralds, and then you can be Super Sonic and all that. But what's the point, It's just a playthrough for online. But I've never beat the game, why am I going to go for the best ending? You catch what I'm saying? But anyway, that's the end of Act 1. So yeah. Now, for those of you who've never played Sonic, for the two of you that have never played Sonic, no, I don't mean any offense by that, but Sonic 2's a fun game. Probably wondering why I didn't start with Sonic 1 then. Sonic 1 doesn't have what's called the spin dash, where you hold down in the button like I just did there. And they didn't have that. Sonic was just basically a platformer game. Wasn't really meant on speed. I mean, they did show it in a couple levels, but it wasn't anything to the extent it is, say, in Sonic 2, which really showed off what the Genesis had called blast processing. It's just really cool. Now here, if you don't jump over that, you actually do get killed. So that is one thing you do want to note. I really don't know what else to say other than, that's pretty much how Sonic works. You speed through a level. To get to a special stage, which I'll show you later, you just get 50 rings. And then once you do that, you jump into a little checkpoint thing, those little red things that you see. And you jump into the little warp zone there, and you can go to a special stage, which is pretty cool. Let's see, what else could I say about it? Once you have all the Chaos Emeralds, you get to be the character Super Sonic, where once you have, I think, 50 rings, you hit the jump button and you instantly turn into Super Sonic, and you go super fast, like really fast. And I don't know, it's okay, I guess, but I think the real joy in playing Sonic is just playing the game to play the game. And here I believe we are going to hit the boss. Now, the bosses in this game are really unique. I really like the bosses in this game. The boss, for those of you who don't know, is Dr. Eggman, also known as Dr. Robotnik. To beat this boss, basically all you do is you wait for him to drop his little spike thingy that he's going to drop now, and then you just spin dash, you ramp up there, and then you use your momentum to fall back down and land on him. It's a pretty simple pattern, though sometimes you can get cheated out of, and then you can get cheated out of stuff like that, so it is kind of annoying sometimes. Sometimes you'll hit something on the boss, like that, Like, I barely touched the tip of his claw. So, now it's all of a sudden, oh no. To die in Sonic, you have to always have rings. If you don't have any rings and you get hit, you're dead. So, as long as you always have at least one ring, you're always good to go. So now that I've kind of covered the grounds of Sonic, I've pretty much covered the entire commentary. Up until that part, so... yeah, now all you do is just repeat the pattern, and you can beat him, so... I'm not sure how many hits it was that he takes, but... anyway. So this, each level's kind of different. This one's a pinball level, and all that. Before that you had Aquatic Zone, or Aquatic Ruin Zone, which was like your water level. Chemical Plant, which is one of my favorites, and Emerald Hill, which is another one of my favorites from this level. At the end, you jump on this little capsule thing, and it pops this switch and releases all your animal friends. Now we got Hilltop Zone, which is kind of an interesting level. Eat the onion ring, Sonic. Om nom nom nom. Yeah, that's always fun. That's what I always do every time I go down that. I'm gonna do it again, so... and for some reason I hit that. Lovely. Now, I don't think this level's too bad. I think it's just kind of, I wouldn't say it's crap, like crappy done, or kind of mediocrely done. I mean, it's different, but it's just kind of, you know, it's one of those levels where it's kind of like, you don't have the speed of Sonic, you know, it's just kind of platforming. Similar to like Marble Garden Zone from Sonic 1. If you've never played Sonic before, and apparently I thought you had to spin dash on that little hump thing. See, sometimes that can be annoying, is the backgrounds sometimes look like they're blocking you. I don't know why I did that, but I did. I think that's probably the stupidest thing I've done so far. But one thing cool is I haven't even died yet, so that's pretty nice. Better not hold my breath too much on that, because I'll probably die eventually. Eat the onion rings. Om nom 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 nom. Isn't that fun? And I thought there was something up there, but I guess not. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, this level looks like a bundle of joy. But oh, up here is the invincibility thing. It's similar to when you get a star in Mario. You become invincible for a temporary amount of time. Though if you get crushed, it doesn't help. So that is one thing you need to know. And I would say that part right there is the most pointless checkpoint of the game. Because you're checkpointed right towards the end. So what are you gonna get killed from, you know? I don't know. Here's Hilltop Zone Act 2. Each zone has 2 acts in this, while in the first Sonic game there was 3. However, this one, I think Metropolis Zone is 3 acts, and not 2. I have made it that far. I've made it clear to the Sky Pilot part, where you pilot with Tails, and that's as far as I've ever made it. I've never made it any further than that, because I died and I didn't have any more continues. And, yeah, so that's as far as I've ever gotten in Sonic 2, and that was just the other day. I never grew up with a Genesis. I grew up with a Super Nintendo, in case any of you wanted to know. But I did get a Genesis earlier this year, and it came with Sonic 1 and 2 and 3, which was pretty cool. I believe I also got Sonic and Knuckles with that as well. So yeah, that was pretty nice. It's either that or the Genesis came with 6 games, I can't remember. I think the Genesis came with Sonic 1, 2, and 3. I can't remember if it came with Knuckles or not. It may have came with that, but I'm pretty sure it came with the first 3 Sonic games. Because I have Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and I've got Sonic and Knuckles. So, it was just like the perfect order. I don't know how to say it. And again, Sonic will eat the onion rings. Now, with these shields, since they have a flicker rate, they may look different to you. You may, I don't want anyone thinking like I'm somehow hacking the game. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention. Well, as you could see earlier there was a star thing, a little circly thing, and you could, oh, whatever, dude. But anyway, there was one other thing that I was gonna mention, and that was at the beginning. If you've ever played the Mega Collection, that is one thing to note. Is there's usually video back there. My PS2 has a fucked up lens, basically, is what I should say. I don't know why, but it's screwed up. Like, you have to tilt the damn thing forward. It's pretty stupid, but I don't know what the hell happened to it. But all of a sudden it just has this lens reading problem, and unless it's tilted, like, completely forward, it doesn't read discs, which I think is fucking stupid. Now, you're gonna hear me swear a lot because I fucking hate this stage. I'm sorry, but I hate this and Oil Ocean Zone, which I believe is the next stage. I hate both of these stages. I would give Sonic 2 like a 10 out of 10 if it didn't have these stages. Because these stages are so much crap. For one, there's a part in here. For one, you have to keep flicking switches, which isn't horrible. It just can get kind of annoying. Which I guess I'll go ahead and get 50 rings here, and I'll show you the special stage. And I'm gonna have to call this a commentary part so I don't get it lost, because apparently if I record for any longer than a certain amount of time, like say 15 minutes or more, it cuts off my audio. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the special stage. Do 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 do. So basically what you're doing is you're going around collecting rings, and you have to collect enough of them until you hit like a checkpoint thing, and it'll say, okay, cool, get this many rings. And you keep doing that until you collect all the rings, like as you can see there. And you can jump in here if you needed to. There's no obstacles in this one, but later it starts to get fucked up and hard. Like, unless you've played this like a million times, you just have to know where everything is. And it's, I mean, like I said, it's really not worth it to get Supersonic. There's really no point, other than to piss around on it, But anyway, gonna finish up here and call it a part. As soon as I, do that, and then I'll go ahead and start the recording again. And there you go, you got the Chaos Emerald. So here we go, Sonic got a Chaos Emerald. And well, that is it for this part. See you all in the next part.